we go. I should be streaming now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Okay. Back to game. Back to game. Oh, I can see! I can see your audio now, huh? Wild.
You know what else is
Yeah, wild.
Trickster, welcome to
Puccinella
my
from
velvet
Genshin
room.
Impact?
Who from Genshin Impact?
Puccinella, the rooster,
So
the
you
fake
come too,
harbinger.
inmate. The human
That's a lot of
reality
big
is
words.
currently fast asleep. You
He's
are
not
only
playable.
experiencing this as a dream.
That's a lot of big words.
You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight.
Welcome. I am delighted to make your
Welcome to my
acquaintance.
velvet room. It's
This
very
place
velvet.
exists
I
between
just
dream
installed a new
and reality,
carpet and these.
mind and matter.
You know, I
It
had
is a
to
room
sell
where
my
those who
car.
are bound
I had
by
to
a
sell the
contract may
elevator.
enter.
You know, I just
I'm
love
broke,
I'm the
man.
master of this place. Remember,
I keep getting more and more expensive.
I summoned you
as
to
we
speak
go
of
on.
important matters. It involves your life as well.
Do you realize how much a limousine costs? Let alone an entire what is this? What is this? Like 16-celled prison? It doesn't even have an exit.
He's going broke.
I need you to get me money. Money.
By the way, do you want to know how much butter are in these damn cookies?
Cookie butter.
About 16
Spoons. Tablespoons?
I think, like a whole stick of butter. Whole stick of butter. Like the Irish butter. So like thick butter.
Irish.
Yeah. A whole stick of Irish butter. Whole damn cube. What matters?
Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you. Worry not, there is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin.
Joker personified.
Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world?
Yeah, this is Joker. Like, why so serious? That's it.
By the way, do you remember Catherine? The game that preceded Persona 5 that they use as a fucking testing ground for the art style of Persona 5?
Yep.
Fucking look.
Allow
I
me
saw
to
that
observe
someone
the
suggested
path
that,
of your
like,
rehabilitation.
Vincent, the protagonist of that game, is fucking,
Pardon me
Joker's
for not
father.
introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
We'll meet again.
Time. Now hurry up. Sleep.
But I will meet again. Teach valley to just like you, always you. Okay.
Looks like you're up.
he's wearing a fucking fedora!
Well then, let's go introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer.
Question, what's your spice tolerance?
It's pretty good.
What level
What?
of hot sauce can you eat?
I don't know. I can eat a lot of hot sauce.
Like
Like
sriracha, or like can you go to chalupa?
I don't think I've tried chalupa. I've tried sriracha. I like sriracha.
I've upgraded from sriracha to the point where it doesn't even affect me anymore. So I started using chalupa, which is pretty hot.
The school you're attending is in the Aoyama district. It'll take a while to get there by train. The transfers are a real hassle, too. I'll drive you there, but just for today. Let's go. Jeez, men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat.
Fucking love this man. No. Wait, be funny. Like our usual funnies.
Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right?
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that my fucking thing didn't break.
Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you.
You say.
Just don't cause me any
Whoa.
trouble.
Whoa! Oh, sorry about the damn.
I can't believe that the story of Undertale is referenced in the
What? Are you sleeping?
Persona 5! Yeah!
Are you like drugged out or sleeping?
I can't believe Persona 5, the royal.
I can't believe Persona 5 got royalty.
Indeed.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately
It's
be
the
expelled if
frickin-
you cause any problems.
The guy.
It's the fat man.
Fat man. So with a PH.
In my opinion, you're nothing but a liability. But we had our circumstances to consider. Whatever you might have gotten away with in your hometown, those days are over. If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind. This is the teacher in charge of your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami.
The fact that we can date Kawakami, but we can't date Ryuji is a fucking crime.
Well, because we're usually not a woman, and this is a word, but yeah.
Homophobic much?
Here's your student ID.
No.
I mean, you can cheat on everyone and have an entire thing, have a fucking harem, and they'll all call you out and bitch slap you. But you can't date a man. No, that's too far.
Well, this is also before, like,
Be sure to read the
homosexuality
school
was
rules.
more
Any
accepted.
violations will send you straight to the guidance office.
No, so I don't even know if Japan is too big on LGBT anyway.
They have a lot more trans rep than we do in the States. Like
Yeah,
Bridget, for example.
yeah, but also Bridget's a more modern example. Like, that's 2022, like...
Wait,
and,
she's 2022?
Sorry, 20, yeah. Well, she as a character has existed for like over 20 years, but she's only been trans for like two or three. So she's been a DLC character in Strive.
Ah.
And then, what is it? And remember, this is 2016, so, I think, trying to remember, the ghost girl from Thousand Year Door, she wasn't originally a trans character. She was just I think she was just a cross-dresser in the Japanese one.
Actually, no.
Because in the or something like that, because he is a male in Japanese in the original Thousand Year Door, and then a female in the American one, and then he became trans in the remake.
That's actually not what I remember, not what I've seen online. People are saying that in the original Japanese that she was saying Vivian was saying things like, they just can't accept that I'm not their brother, but their sister now. Which is explicit.
I'm pretty sure that's not in the original. Hold on, let me see. Was
I swear that was in
Vivian...
People kept saying that was in the
and-
original Japanese.
Maybe it was. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. She was.
Yeah,
It's just,
I think
it's
Japan's
just
more
the modern one.
I think Japan's more accepting of trans people than we are in the States, I believe. It's just, and also, like, most the fucking yaoi and yuri are a typical thing in Japan. Like, it's a lot. I mean, Earl Host Club had basically a character that was basically trans, right?
Okay, so it says outside of certain youth-oriented entertainment and queer neighborhoods, LGBTQIA plus folks remain somewhat invisible in Japan. It's important to keep in mind that purposes displays of affection are not common in Japan regardless of sex, gender representation, or sexual orientation. So yeah, it's just not as big of a thing, I guess. And also, again, this is 2016. And it's just Japan in general has like different culture than we do in the States, so
Yeah, I mean,
like,
they're fine with incest. Have you seen anime?
have Fire Emblem like I said, Fire Emblem Fates is controversial romance-wise for a reason.
Yeah,
Because the only people you can date are either adoptive family or your real family. The only one the only person you can date that is a part of one of those two is your freaking cousin. So, and that's the only one you actually canonically can have a kid with.
What the fuck?
Yup. I think
This
there's
is why
like a DLC.
You don't romance with Corin. This is why you just don't.
Yeah, I think her name is Asuna? Or something like that?
Jesus. Yeah.
And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
That is your
bitch
promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
I mean, there's also the double standard here that I find, which people have pointed out multiple times, where, with a certain combo shitty coming up, compared to Kawakami. Like, it's bad when a man does it, but
it's also non-consensual. That's also one thing.
Yeah, but still, it's bad when a male teacher dates a student, but when a female teacher does it, it's fine.
I see what you mean.
Because Joker can't consent in regards to adults. The fact that he can get with two adults.
The thing is, he's also 16, 17.
Yeah, he can't.
And I think that's above the age of consent in Japan.
Yeah, but at the same time, Kawakami's like at least a decade older than him.
The thing is, I think their relationship is legal, but it's not really. It's gonna be shown. It's not gonna be like. It would be weird, but it's still technically legal. Like,
I mean, the whole thing is that, since I know about her fucking thing, that she shows up as a fucking maid! Like, it's weird! The entire social link is fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
Anyway.
But really though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
Yeah, sure, Kawakami. I really think that, hey, at least they got better with it in Persona 5 Tactical, where you can actually fantasize about marrying. It's one of the scenes where you can, like, choose a character you're going to think about a marriage with, and you can choose the males. So at least they're getting better in that aspect.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
And again,
If you're done explaining
it's about the time, because again, because when you really think about it, being all the LGBTQ representation is a very recent thing.
Yeah. I hope in Persona 6, like, we get to date people. We get to date, we get to be bisexual.
Although The Sims has been doing pansexual characters for years.
Yeah.
got
They've been
scored.
doing it since day one. Actually, it might just be Sims 2. I don't know.
Said
actually
Sims
only-
2!
I think actually, they only recently. Oh yeah, they only recently added an update sexualities because before you could just date anybody no matter the gender, but now there's people who have certain sexualities.
Yeah, now you can do that, but everyone in The Sims was pansexual since Sims 2!
Indeed.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him.
I love how we're just playing Persona 5 as a backdrop to us discussing LGBTQ representation in gaming. We should make a video on that. That would be
Don't let him
fun.
cause any trouble outside.
In our own unscripted thoughts about it. I guess we're doing that
I'll be
now.
sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Yeah. Also,
Come to the
Sekiro
faculty
and-
office when you arrive at
and,
school tomorrow. I'll show you to
Joker
your
look
classroom.
related. Like, they look physically related. You know?
More than the girl who shot.
Everyone's
Nick
giving you the
at this
cold
present
shoulder.
instance.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's because... Actually, if I remember correctly, it's because she dyes her hair.
Oh.
I remember
Okay.
hearing that she dyes her
That's
hair.
what having a criminal record does to you.
I mean, this is one of the few
Turns out
games
your
where
past follows you wherever
people
you go.
actually have regular hair colors.
Except for, like, fucking Yusuke.
Yusuke
By the
doesn't
way,
count.
if
We
you
don't
get
talk about
expelled
Yusuke.
now, I won't hesitate to kick you out.
Yusuke is his
Got it?
own brand of eccentric.
Who knows? Maybe he dyes his hair too.
Does he?
I mean, I said who knows? Maybe he does.
Ah.
And I know Ryuji does that.
Yeah, like that's canon and actually explicitly stated that he dyes his hair. But... And then Anne has, like, it's just natural and she's from, like...
I think she's European.
Yeah, she's either transferred as a European student or she has European descent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the two. I think I'll scrape by.
I could save us all a little time and just kick you out now if that's going to be your attitude. School never changes, huh?
I love you, Sojiro.
Come on, we're going home.
Ojiro Sakura.
Sojo!
What a troublesome situation.
How about shitty?
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
No? Sexist? Is this sexist? Quack, do you think this is sexist?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Shut up.
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
You don't know, but I am currently boiling. For context, dear viewer, I know enough about this game, and I really like a certain character that we're going to meet. So I hate this man that's currently talking. I hate
Yes,
the
that's true.
Also, do link the stream. Hold
Why'd
on.
it have to be my
I'll do it.
class?
I'll do it.
Yeah, and also send it in, like, the channel. You know? So that way I can, like, fucking... Like, you know... There we go. There we go, there we go. There we go.
Traffic's not moving at all.
The fucking 95!
You're taking the train starting tomorrow.
95!
I don't know what an
How was it?
I-95
The school.
is. Like, I don't know.
Think you can
I don't know
manage?
highway stuff. Highway.
Neither
freeway,
I don't have a driver's license yet. It's gonna happen this year, but I don't have one yet.
People who have driver's licenses probably pass their driver's test.
True.
Probably.
Very
Keyword
true.
is probably.
Do you
The
even
keyword is
understand your
probably.
situation?
The keyword is probably. The question is if they passed it the first or second time.
I know my cousin like took like 3 times or something. I don't know.
Who?
My cousin.
I think Fish had to take it like twice.
Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school,
I have a
people
Charmander
might say
plushie.
stuff about me in the
I'm
future.
gonna take a
Nice.
picture of it. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Nice. I have a Cinderace, a Sobble, a Grookey, a Rowlet, four Pikachus, a Pupio, a Piplup, a Pennikin, a Litten, a Torchic, and a Totodile. Those are my Pokemon plushies. Yeah.
What a troublesome kid I've taken in.
How did you?
I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it.
You just...
I've already been paid for it too, after all.
And now, back to today's top stories. A subway train has derailed, severely affecting the timetable across all of...
Another accident? So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately. In fact, there was a real sad one just last month. It happened before you came here. If I remember right, the girl that passed away was only 15. Her parents have got to be just...
Wait. Was that stated in the original, or is that Royal exclusive?
What?
The real sad one.
I think I know who he's talking about. Well, the
Royal
thing is,
exclusive?
it might be Royal exclusive if I know who he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing. I think it's She Who Shall Not Be Named Yet.
Yeah.
And that. I
All
do
traffic
know
around
about
Shibuya
that.
Station.
I actually don't recognize the scene at all, but
So
again,
drivers should
I have
expect
over
to
100
change
hours in the
streets.
game, and so I played it like 3 years ago, so I don't really remember everything.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Ivna.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the
By the way, the one I played was the original. I think I might have told you this, but yeah. He's not looking so good.
I don't feel so good.
He's gonna vanish.
We're experiencing technical difficulties in the lower line.
I don't have a visual yet.
They almost said the fuck word.
That was direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government.
engineer was pulled out of the case.
Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all
He
the way
looks
to
like
the
a
top.
lesbian.
Now on to our main story.
Sorry.
With this derailment
fine.
accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among
Any
the
other
general
topics
public.
you want to talk about?
Just what could be
While we
causing
play this
such a
game?
drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
Everything's linked.
Slight
That's
politics,
what you're thinking,
but not
correct?
super politics.
Furthermore,
Sure, why not?
Oh well.
Alright, who
Afraid
would win?
you and I haven't gone
Like-
for a
like
drink in a
more
while.
LGBT
Thank you,
stuff,
sir. But I have another meeting to attend.
kind of thing.
Sure.
Must be going.
Sure.
When was the first LGBT representation in gaming? That
Well,
wasn't
I mean,
like
it's been going on for years, but it's only been common. Now, there's not really a specific point. I think, like, the representation really, like, things really got kickstarted with the representation in, like, the 2020s, 2021.
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Because I knew they existed before then, but I never really knew much about them
Your
until
judgment
then.
is quite often
yeah,
correct, though.
same
Can
here.
we discuss
Around
this over sushi,
2019
perhaps?
that I
You
kind of
are making a
understood
student
it.
work late, after all.
Like, I feel like, well, I think, like, gay, bisexual, lesbian, stuff like that, that was before transgender stuff. I think apparently there's like a rise in like 2014 or something.
Damn, I think there'd be much traffic.
But it didn't get nearly
What a
as big
waste of
until
time.
I don't
recently.
remember, personally, I don't remember hearing anything in history, though. Dear viewers, do feel free to link anything, or like...
Please correct us if we're wrong. Please do.
Please correct us. We are but silly teenagers who don't fully understand what we're talking about, but we're trying. I don't remember any stories in history that really talked about transgenderisms kind of thing, but I do know there's a lot of history regarding
about
like gay people and lesbians, like things like that. I don't know any history about, but I might be wrong. I haven't combed through every history book.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I wasn't able to open the cafe today. Whatever. Just head upstairs. There's something I need to give to you.
Is it a gun?
Okay, I'm
Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved.
80 people in a death? Nice. If only we cut that down, like... 21? No. 11. Yeah, 11 people didn't die. We would have had a nice number. If my math's correct on that. Yeah, my math's correct. I just double-checked in my head.
Here's the diary. Make sure you keep it up to date.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. If we're gonna, like...
You may be under probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities.
Bingo.
Hey,
Bing
what's
bong.
up?
Bing
Your food is ready. Your
Yeah.
food is ready.
Yeah. But like... I mean, gay people have always been a thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know if trans people have always been a thing, or if it's, like, been taking up... started pretty recent. Because from what I can tell, it feels like it started pretty recently.
Yeah. Like, I didn't
thing.
even know that trans people exist. I knew that gay people existed, but I didn't even know trans people existed until like a few years ago.
Yeah, same here. But I knew had an understanding that gay people existed. I mean, I was a Greek history nerd as a kid. I read Percy Jackson.
Yeah. And like
the Greek the standard of Greece was you were bisexual kind of thing.
Yeah, and also I think my first exposure to it was because a Danganronpa YouTuber came out as trans. And I was like, "What's that?" And everyone is like, she was like, "Hey, I'm a girl. I feel like I was like, okay, you're a girl." And so that was pretty much my exposure to it. And like it's like
yeah. But I personally do not really understand the trans thing and everything. do feel free to explain it to me in the comments, but like, I just don't. I just don't get it.
What? Get what? Like how people feel like another gender, but I think it's just the fact that you haven't experienced it yourself. So like if you
I did experience it when I was younger, before I had moved, but it was like, I was thinking about it, debating with myself, and I went like, no, I'm girl. Yeah. I am comfortable in my own body. I just don't feel comfortable about like my appearance kind of thing, which is a typical hormonal teenager.
Which is a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's just you don't like your appearance.
Like
that's
you can
a self-esteem issue rather than you don't
transgender.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel right in my own entire body. Like I get.
Which in my personal opinion, due to that and my own experiences with that particular thing, I feel like people might be especially from what I hear about schools and how they're pushing it, I feel like they're not really, I feel you should not really teach about it, because kids are impressionable and they'll start thinking they're trans. I mean, that's what I started to do, and then I sat down with myself in the middle of the night and went like, no, I'm not, kind of thing. I feel like, and especially when kids hit puberty, you should not be teaching kids, like, that idea to kids who don't feel comfortable in their own bodies, because it can lead to things that they'll regret later, like the surgeries, which are permanent. You should wait till you might feel uncomfortable now, but wait till you're 30, and then you can, and if you're still uncomfortable in your own skin.
It does take time to really try to realize what you are. Like if you do, because teenagers are stupid. Like they can make stupid decisions. We're
not teenagers, and we can both say
you can identify and try to act like them, but never do permanent decisions at like 16, 17. Like you said, at least like 30, maybe 25.
Yeah, wait till your cerebral cortex is fully developed and your hormones have calmed down.
And then do some, what I guess would be cosmetic surgery. I don't know what it really is, or doing like hormonal stuff. Yeah, and hormonal treatment is also terrible to do when you're still in the stages of puberty, because it so screws up your body, because you have your natural hormones that your body produces, and then the artificial ones that you're inserting, causing an entire mess that you're not going to be okay. Your body is going to reject it. It's not going to feel, you're not going to like it. You're just going to be... Hey, let's just play Persona. Let's play Persona if we're gonna talk about this, let's play it while we're...
I'm about to leave right now. Yeah. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time.
I'll just put it on auto.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I'll put it on auto.
We're not even in the actual gameplay yet.
I'll lock the place up.
Just chatting about
do whatever you want for the rest of the night. But don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops.
I think Persona is like one of the more commonly. It's like when if I don't know this for sure, because I wasn't really in that realm of because when I was in the Persona, like when I was really into Persona, when I was playing Persona 5, I never really I only like watched videos just about the game itself. I never really watched reacted to any fan art or anything, so I actually don't know what the community itself is like.
I've been in the community itself, and it's a pretty accepting community. I mean, a lot of the ships are gay in nature, so it makes sense. And also, like, the themes of Persona 5 of accepting your true self and everything leads to a lot of that. So it makes sense.
I'll just add this.
So, Alright. Sleep. Glow bed. But yeah.
are there any, like, besides Chihiro and Danganronpa, is there any, like, reverse trans people who are, like, want to be comfortable in the gender that they have been assigned to? Because I think Chihiro is, like, the only one I could think of that's, like, actually like that.
Yeah, Chihiro is not trans. Chihiro is not trans.
He's the opposite of trans.
Hey, it's me.
He's literally the exact opposite of what a trans person's supposed to be.
Yeah, he specifically is
He's trying to be like the gender.
Yeah, he's more of an effeminate guy, and he was bullied a lot as a guy, so he started cross-dressing so people would stop bullying him, and now that he's in the Killing Game, he talks to Mondo and, like, wants to, like, build muscle and be more manly, because he wants to be a man. He wants to be comfortable in his own skin as a man. That's not trans.
Yeah, that's literally the opposite of trans. It's trying to be more comfortable in your own body, how it is right now, instead of trying to be like something else, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, dude, alright.
You've forgotten my voice already? It's Sakura. Anyway, I closed up shop, but I forgot to flip the sign to close.
Also, this type of phone call thing wasn't in the original game.
Just for that.
I don't think
you can do it for me?
I think it was just a regular, talking thing.
I doubt any customers are gonna come now, even if the sign's flipped to open. But I have to say, this is quite a relief. It's a personal policy of mine not to save a guy's number in my phone. I'm glad you actually picked up. Anyway, I'll leave the shop sign to you.
Huh. Not what I meant to click. Or is this what I'm supposed to do? How do I do it? Oh, there we go. Yippee! We did it!
LeBlanc.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, my aunt has beaten the original Persona 5 like 9 times.
That is cool. My grandpa has been, like, Skyrim about 15 times, I think, and Fallout around something like that. But, I do, but, like, I don't, like, the earliest recordings we have of people is the Greeks, from my understanding, other than Hebrew, which doesn't seem to talk about it. But in Greece, it was ancient Greece, it was normal to be bisexual, even gay. Like, it was just normal. It was just a thing. The only thing is that you could not be the bottom. Yeah, that was an actual thing. People were in fact, Julius Caesar, Julius Caesar, got ridiculed and, like, joked about, like, being, like, slandered with, like, ah, yes, you're the bottom, kind of thing. Like, it was unacceptable to be on the bottom, but it was okay to be gay. In fact,
also, the thing. Yeah. Go on. Sorry, I was just trying to remind you about the game.
Yeah. But basically, I don't know any stories that were, like, about trans people, like, around ancient Greece time. I guess you could technically argue Mulan, the original Mulan ballad, but I wouldn't really say that. Again, that's kind of just cross-dressing.
Yeah, there's a difference between cross-dressing and being actually trans.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that only men could go to war, she wouldn't have cross-dressed.
Yeah, that was the whole point, and she made it a point, like, yeah, that was a feminism thing rather than a trans thing.
Yeah, exactly.
As such, it doesn't really, do correct us if you can find us any, like, actual trans stories from, like, that far back, because I personally don't think it was really a major thing until recently in like the 2000s. Like, I think it started in the 2000s where surgeries were able to do that kind of thing, or like things like that, where people started thinking about that because they didn't really need that much manual labor anymore, which would kept your mind off things like that, you know? Romance, on the other hand, is just a normal human thing to do. That's why there were many gods of love in pantheons. But yeah, it's just a thought.
Yeah, the things that I'm seeing right now are about like a few history stuff,
So, you're
and
actually
then
going to school,
like in
huh?
recent
Here,
memories when they
I'll
actually
feed you.
started
Just
recognizing
make sure you finish it
This
before
is like-
customers start coming
for the
in.
past
Yeah.
like 20 years.
This
That's
is
when
my
they said.
Don't complain. Just eat.
I'm not complaining, I'm just asking if it is my breakfast. I'm planning on making
It's time for you to go.
curry, by the way.
Turns out you do have manners after all. Hurry over to school. You'll end up late if you get lost on the way.
Thank you. But yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, and don't forget to do that for
What's
me,
the thing,
all right?
what?
Now, you better hurry on out. You're gonna be late if you get lost, country boy.
for a country bumpkin. It's just a cute little detail. But yeah. Like, I remember a lot of stories about, like... I'm already lost. Looking at the mini-map, probably not there. Think we go this way? Yeah, there we go.
Golden Jaya.
Oh! Yeah. But I do think... In fact, there's actually a lot of stories about gay people, before, like, the 2000s, actually.
Yeah.
In, like, the 19...
Yeah, those are common.
Yeah, those are common. It's just trans stories weren't really relevant until, like, this decade.
Yeah. But also, but like, there's also like this whole thing about, but it's, I think just LGBT stuff as a whole got a really big resurgence as of recent. It's just like gay stories were known, but they weren't extremely popular until recent memory.
I think? No, Ginza line. Where the Oh, so I'm in the right area. Hold on. Am I confused? No. What am I doing wrong? I'm so confused and turned around. Is this what it's like?
You're having a similar experience to me with Size Palace.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out where to go places, and I was on the palace for so long that I ended up getting bored of the game, and then I just never played.
Yeah, we'll get a walkthrough for that palace.
My brother, who years later, only about like 2023, maybe 2024. Actually, I think it's very early last year. About a year ago. He got E5 Royal to play for himself, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't blame you for getting stuck here." Because it's a lot of backtracking, it's a lot of confusing stuff, He finished the game, I didn't. So.
Where in the fuck begins the line?
Begins the line.
Where is it?
Okay, go. Alright, so go down. I guess. Go down. Where'd you go, look? Wait,
No.
oh, it's up here. Sorry.
Is it like up further?
That's absurd.
Oh,
Needs a
here
line.
it is. There we go.
Who cares about that? Please watch your step.
There we go.
Train doors are now closing. Please stand back.
There we go. We fixed it. We found our way. But
Yay.
yeah, I personally, like, there's.
Oh man. Did it say it was going to rain today?
It's raining outside?
It just started all of a sudden. This is why I hate the early spring.
This is also why I
Reminds
hate
me.
spring.
Did he take an umbrella?
Who are you talking about?
Don't mind me. So, what'll it be?
One house blend, please.
The effects of yesterday's subway accident continues on today, as various lines suffer delays and...
There's been a lot of nasty accidents lately.
Anyway,
you know,
as
I
we
mean
were
the subway
talking
accident
about-
that the news is talking about. My coworker got caught up in it and is in the hospital now.
So,
But
like,
that aside, it's
there's
kind of
many
creepy.
euphemisms
The people who
about
caused these
being
accidents
gay
supposedly
and
went
things
crazy
like
all of a
that,
sudden.
and, like,
I
stories
heard that
like,
some of them
hide it.
suffered
Like,
from nervous
Sailor
breakdowns
Moon
during
had a
interrogation.
gay couple, actually.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Sailor Mercury and Saturn? Might be wrong. I know Mercury was part of it, but, they were gay. Like, that was, like, normal. It was, like, kinda just
Yeah,
a thing.
there's a lot of censorship about that stuff in the U.S. I think they I think they gender swapped one of them.
No,
I don't
actually, no, what they did is that they made them cousins.
They made them. Oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the things that they, in fact, that's what they ended up doing with Achilles and Patroclus. They made them cousins. Which is-
Wait, in what?
In
Say
one of the
that.
movies, movie adaptations of the Iliad, they made Achilles and Patroclus cousins. I think. Either that or brothers, which is wrong in the Iliad and also stayed in the Odyssey, though I will double check on that. Disclaimer, I have not fully read the Odyssey. I have started reading it, but I haven't completed it yet and gotten to the Underworld yet. Underworld saga yet. But what I do know is that they were clearly in love with each other, and they were not related at all. There's the whole thing. So yeah, it bugs me. As someone who is of the LGBT, who is bi, I just find it annoying. Censorship like that.
Sucks. I left early today, too. This seriously
Hello, women.
I love how
Women.
I love how Xander Mobus doesn't go into the app and he's actually being kind of safe because what if it's a virus or something? And if he went into the app and stole all his information.
Yeah. He's been very safe about it. Pretty woman. He's entering awkwardly.
Good morning. You want me to
Giant
give you a ride to
square
school?
chin.
You're gonna be late.
Sure, thank you.
Do you need a lift too?
Nah. Nah.
My
Damn it! Screw that perfect teacher.
Perfect teacher?
My boy! I
What
love
do you
him.
want? You planning on ratting me out to Kamoshida?
My boy! My boy! Kamoshida?
Huh? In that car just now, it was Kamoshida.
Square chin.
He does whatever the hell he wants. Who does he think he is, the king of a castle? Don't you agree?
Yes.
King of a castle?
No, I mean... Wait, you don't know
Fun
Kamoshida?
fact, I actually spent
You for real?
20 hours on the Kamoshida Palace, and I did about 70% of it in the same run, because I didn't know you could leave the palace. And do
Shall we
it another
speedrun the
day.
palaces, by the way? Should we do that?
And also, don't be like me and spend all your SP early on so you can't survive.
Don't worry, we will
fusion,
pick right.
Yeah. I feel like once we reach the actual also, I might have to go soon, so...
You?
Just so you know. Yeah. I have to go
Okay.
soon.
When that happens, I'll probably end stream.
Alright. This was fun.
Yeah.
What?
They could do
no
this
other high
again
school's
on
got a uniform
Saturday.
like this.
Yeah. Saturday and Sunday, the weekends are probably like the easiest time for me to stream and play games like this.
Games.
Yeah.
A second year, huh? We're the same grade then. Never seen you before, though.
Vulgar boy. Don't call him vulgar, he's my boy. I love him.
Oh, you a transfer student? Then no wonder you don't know him. This rain ain't too bad. We better hurry up or we'll be late.
Oh no.
My head hurts. Damn it. I want to go home.
There was a terrible subway accident that day. You remember it, don't you? I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incidents. That can't possibly be true. It was all over the news, and one of the victims included a teacher at your high school. I've no doubt you heard about it. On that day, were you still an ordinary student? Let me change the question. You transferred to Shujin Academy, correct? An ordinary prep school that could be found in any city. That's what it should have been. What happened around that time? Tell me everything. Truthfully.
Told me everything.
The chin! The chin. The downward angle. Ryuji.
Huh? What? Huh?
Castle.
We didn't come the wrong way, though. Yeah, this should be right. What's going on here? I guess we'll just have to go and ask.
Okay, but who do you ship more? CERN Detective Prince and Joker, or Ryuji and Joker?
Ryuji
and Joker, like, it's too perfect. You're too silly together.
Once gameplay starts, I think I'm gonna go.
Okay. That stupid fucking picture.
That's weird. Where's the school?
student? Is this our school?
It should be. It said Shujin on the gate. What's going on here? Out of service? Where'd we end up? The sign was for the school, right? Right? You saw it too! Jeez, you freaked me out! Who are you? You a student? Man, your costume's impressive. Is that armor real? Come on, don't just stand there, say something! Hey, what's going on? Dude, I don't know! This shit's real. Calm down! Time out, man!
My friend just called me schizophrenic.
Don't. Go ahead, let's run!
Stop standing around and run! What's with these guys? You're gonna break my bones, damn it! The hell you think you're...
Take them away!
He's been hit right on his knee, which is really bad. Yay! Save progress!
Alright, it is time for me to depart.
Okay.
Farewell.
Yeah, let's... Can I...
Hey! Wake up!
I'm gonna... Alright, let's close the game. Bye, dear viewers!